Welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. Rob Sanders.
His own mother slapped the stork that delivered him.
And Kale Hall.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He deserves to have been blackballed.
The Rob and Kale Podcast.
I don't know why my openers are so mean, Jackpot. I don't mean them to be mean.
I don't either. That's just kind of
necessary. Just mean to each other. There you go. I mean, mine implies that my own mother slapped me. That's pretty sad. Anyway, welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. My partner in the upstate is Kale Hall. Kale, what's going on, brother?
Not a lot. Back in the upstate, back in God's country, it's still raining, just like it was when I left Monday morning. So not a lot of change there. Nice win by the Gamecocks tonight on the basketball court. Final Four program doing what Final Four teams do, just finding a way to win. So I was very proud to see that.
They've won 9 straight now against Georgia. I mean, you pretty much own their ass in basketball right now. I mean, it's been a long time since
we
Georgia.
do. We own them. They're like our Vanderbilt as far as football goes. Have we really beaten them 9 times in a row? Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Had no idea. We normally play them twice a year, so it's only over up.
That's what you get from this program is a stat like that. There you go.
Right now, I was trying to watch the Tater game, and
they don't have it on the. It's like I don't know. It's like locked away somewhere.
My Watch ESPN app. It's blacked out up here because. I mean, I understand. They used to black shit out like Clemson stuff that wasn't sold out. They would black it out around here, which you couldn't see it. Which I mean,
black stuff out in a damn pandemic.
I don't know. It's retarded. And then
my life.
And then it's on the Sling TV app. It's there, or I can click it, but nothing comes up. So it doesn't tell me. You can't watch this or any. There's just nothing. There's just a blank screen. There won't come up. So I'm watching St. John's and RuPaul battling it out in Big East action right now. You know, if this was 1983, this would be like a top 5 matchup. As it is right now, it's a matchup of 2 teams with shitty records. But
St. John's, RuPaul, that's great. I don't even know where to go.
And they're garbage too, by the way.
Let's thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill out in West Columbia, Highway 1 diagonal from the Walmart. And of course, you can go there and get you some great food, all kinds of good stuff at Callaway's. We appreciate them taking care of the show. Also, we have DNC Trucking and Transport, fireside chat with Uncle Kale here. Kale, can you read our wonderful chat to us this evening, sir?
I certainly can. Let me pull up this wisdom here. All right. Clean the pipes. Sucks to be a Gamecock. Another coach has jumped ship. Why can't Beamer keep any of these coaches here? Or maybe a better question is, why did Beamer keep any coaches from Muschamp's staff? Is this a sign of things to come? You could never know with this dumpster fire program. Remember, it sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. Appreciate Dennis sponsoring and taking care of the show and having Kale give us some great wisdom. We mentioned we can do that. You want to do Tennessee first or Gamecock coach leaving? We'll let you decide which way you want to go.
Hell, let's go with the Gamecock coach leaving.
So Des Kitchings for the Gamecocks, one of only 2 assistants that were left from, unless you count Connor Shaw, but one of two guys left on the staff, running backs coach for South Carolina, has decided to take a job with the Atlanta Falcons. You know, I thought that after we'd gotten the the offensive line coach. That was going to be the end of it. And then, now it's like, yeah. So what's the deal with that? I mean, I don't even know where to go anymore with all these guys leaving, but I do think it's a valid question. Why keep anybody from that staff where you went 2-8 and were just a shithole?
Well, I mean, there is a little bit of stink attached to it, but I mean, you got to think. I mean, you just had the leading rusher in the SEC, and I mean, you're keeping the coach that coached him up. So, I mean, that's not that far fetched. But you got to keep somebody on the staff. They always keep a holdover somewhere just to kind of bridge the gap between one regime to the next. Now, granted, they were trying to keep like 5, but yeah, I don't really blame this dude for taking that job. I mean, he's got to support his family. I mean, he's going to make a living. Now, granted, South Carolina had given him a hell of a pay raise and a nice contract.
Well, if you remember right, maybe that was the other coach. That was Thomas Brown. That was the one where Muschamp did the whole thing of, bringing his buyout down or whatever. Yeah, I guess I'm with you. It's just, the linebacker coach is the last one that's there from the old regime, man.
Yeah.
You see, like, there's a reason that Shane Beamer's a coach. He's got a lot more patience than I do. Because I would have been like, fuck all of you, you're all fired. Because I don't want to have to go through this again. I want to be able to focus on recruiting and the transfer portal. I don't want to have to go and find another coach now. It's just stupid.
Well, I mean, dude was a hell of a recruiter too. Supposedly he is. I mean, he hadn't done a whole lot of recruiting for us yet, but
well, I'm not trying to pick here, but he didn't recruit Harris.
No, he didn't, or Marshawn Lloyd.
Or Lloyd. So, saying that he's a good recruiter, I mean, okay.
Well, I mean, I just feel like he would have given us a leg up in North Carolina, which I talked about today on the video I made after I found out he had left. I mean, yeah, and they can say what they want to. You take South Carolina and put them up against any of the schools in North Carolina. South Carolina is a better football destination for any young man than any of those schools. And they have to start winning that state. South Carolina's not going to win the state of Georgia in recruiting. South Carolina can win the state of South Carolina in recruiting, though. We just don't produce that much high school football talent. And it's just as simple as that. We're not going to go all over Florida, Texas, out west. We're not going to get these players, but we can win South Carolina. We can win North Carolina. We can start winning this Eastern Seaboard with some of these guys we've got on the staff now. So that was a kind of a blow. It's kind of a blow.
Yeah. I mean, I can get that, but I watch all of the Carolina Jackpot videos. If you're watching on Facebook, you should be subscribed to the Carolina Jackpot channel because you would have gotten Jackpot's stuff with this earlier. And, you would also know that if you want to irritate Jackpot, just tell him that you need to have a home run higher because he hates that fucking phrase.
Fucking stupid. Home run higher. Woo-hoo.
I literally, when I heard that today, I was laughing really hard, and I was like,
"Well, I mean, I think the part of it doesn't. It's not just the words that bother me so much. It's just so fucking. It's so fucking cliche, And terms just get overused and ran into the ground. Come up with something else in your fucking vocabulary. Expand your vernacular a little bit. Come up with something else.
So we need some. I can't use the term home run higher on the show, is what you're telling me?
You can use it. You can use it once a fucking show. How about that?
Okay.
And other than that, just say a damn good get, an excellent pickup, something along those lines.
Someone who's not coming here to commit fuckery. Is it that's good, right? We can go with that. That's better.
Yeah, there you go. Not bad at all.
Anyway. So there's that. We got South Carolina's schedule. We knew who was going to be there, but we kind of figured out now where each of it's going to go. Do you want to run down? I'll run down the schedule really quick here, Jackpot, so we can put that to bed. Then we'll talk about Tennessee. I'm laughing at Tennessee today, by the way. Let me put the get the Gamecocks schedule here up in front of us here. I know they open with Eastern Illinois on what day is it? The September the 4th is when they open up with Eastern Illinois. So there's that. By the way, Eastern Illinois was 1-11 last season. They're playing a spring schedule this year for 7 games. So they're one of those teams that did that.
So we're going to get them. They're going to be tired off the get-go.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm not, I mean, you should beat the crap out of them anyway, but they were, they went 1-11 the last year they played, and they're playing the spring schedule this year. Famous.
What in the fuck are we doing scheduling them? They're FCS, right?
Yeah. You know who played there, right?
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. It's Tony Romo's alma mater. Yep.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got a lot of FCS schools around here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Hunter Slay says could even use Grand Slam hire.
There you go. I mean, I could have scheduled Mercer.
Yeah. After that, they go on the road to East Carolina and then on the road to Georgia, September the 18th. Here is the diamond part of, and I say the diamond part, the part where South Carolina has to make the most hay. I don't think it's out of the realm to think they beat Eastern Illinois. I'm not sure what East Carolina's got coming back. I think they lose at Georgia, but this stretch of games right here, September 25th, home with Kentucky, October 2nd, home with Troy, October 9th at Tennessee, October 16th, home with Vanderbilt. That 4-game stretch is where the Gamecocks season will be made next year, whether or not they're going to a bowl game or they're going to be sitting at home, because the schedule picks up after that. October the 23rd, they play at Texas A&M. October the 30th, it's an open date. Then
we'll win that.
Yeah, well, I think you're favored over the bye. I'm with you on that. November 6th, home against Florida. Then you go to Mizzou, home with Auburn, and home with Clemson. November is going to be a tough month.
Yeah, that Mizzou, I'm not liking that at all.
I wasn't mocking you with Mizzou. I'm just saying the other 3 games are hard, Jackpot.
Well, I mean, Florida, I'm not particularly impressed with, but I mean, Clemson, yeah, Texas A&M, we'll go out there and get punched in the face like usual. Clemson game's gonna be tough. Auburn, I don't know, and I don't know.
How are you to have that traitor Mike Bobo coming back to town? You know what? Just the way that he acted, I support the Clemson side of this podcast here, but I hope South Carolina beats the holy fuck out of Auburn and he has to walk out of there with a fucking L. That would make me a happy individual. Fuck Auburn.
Yeah, I know. But our luck, he'll come in there and hang 50 on us. And Bucks like a bunch of fucking tards. But I don't know.
It's going to be a shit show. Anyway, there's the Gamecock schedule. We'll have plenty of time to go over it and break it down. I mean, we're, 7 months away from the opener for South Carolina. So we'll get into that as we go along. All right, let's talk quick about Tennessee here. Tennessee, of course, goes out and they hire the Central Florida coach, Josh Heupel. People forget Josh Heupel. I want to say forget, but he went for the national championship game, played in that with Oklahoma, and then, coached around a little bit, ended up at Vanderbilt for a while, was at Mizzou is the offensive coordinator. Goes to Central Florida, 28-8 overall. What do you think of the hire there, Jackpot? There's one thing the athletic director said that was kind of, oh shit. One thing the athletic director said that was kind of hit me in the face was, this is the only guy we offered the job. Just cut the shit. You offered it to several different people. Let's just slow down for a little bit. Why you got to lie to us? There's reports out there.
Maybe he's just trying to overdo it. And like, because, the last time they hired a coach, they offered it to like 27 people.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but I don't think.
I watched the majority of the press conference, and one of the other things too is he literally said this in the press conference, the athletic director for Tennessee. This is the only time that I've had leaks within the program as far as stuff getting out there. We're going to have to work on that here at Tennessee. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You come at us with that, and then you're going to tell us, oh, well, this was our only hire and our only choice. And shut up, man. Just shut up with all that. Nobody's dumb anymore, sir. You were all over the place. Okay? So, stupid.
Well, I don't know. I look at this hire now. What I was talking about today, I didn't particularly care for when I heard it was a tweet somewhere from that Central Florida. Their quarterback, what's his name? Dylan Gabriel or something like that.
Yeah.
Who tweeted out something about not even a goodbye, nothing, or something along those lines. So apparently he didn't break the news to his team before he left. They just did this whole hush-hush deal where he just flies up to Knoxville and takes the job. So that makes me question what kind of moral compass he has. And they need somebody with a very strong moral compass to take over that program, because morals were definitely not one of the things at the forefront of Coach Pruitt's acumen. Well, they weren't very important to him.
They tried to buy him with McDonald's bags. That's pretty much what it was, man. Just
other than that, though, the Tennessee fans, they don't like him. They don't like this hire. They're all over the place. They're telling it's a shit hire. I don't know where they get that. I mean, the guys won games at Central Florida. I mean, they haven't been quite as successful as they were under Scott Frost, but let's face facts. I mean, I think they pretty much hit their ceiling under Frost. And they didn't look terrible last year, 2019. They weren't terrible. I think they lost like 2 or 3 games in 2019. This year was probably where they looked a little bit more average than they have any other year. But they still, I mean, they almost beat Cincinnati. And that's got to count for something. Now, they did look like doo-doo confirmed in their bowl game. They weren't ready to play there at all. Yeah. So,
well, the thing that bothered me, and Hunter over there, morals aren't in the forefront of any coach, guys. It's a damn business. Look, I'll give you that, okay? But the bullshit that the athletic director threw out there today, I'm watching it on YouTube and I'm laughing. I truly couldn't believe that he's going to come out and say these things. And with that, if he's doing this now and he's hiring a guy that, he knows, it's just, I don't know how that's going to work for Tennessee. I really don't.
They know. I don't get it. I mean, they're saying this is a disaster hire. It's a terrible hire. It's awful.
Today, so that's what bothered me.
What's that?
I don't think it's a disaster hire.
It's not. I mean, my thing is, it's almost February. Okay, this stuff is all but. I mean, everybody else's coaching hires. It happened at a bad time for Tennessee. Everybody else's coaching hires were made in December. So I mean, who the fuck do they want? I mean, really? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I just I don't get it. I mean, some of the other candidates I heard, Jeff Fisher. I mean, I'm sorry you didn't get the washed-up NFL coach who hasn't coached in college ever. I'm sorry Jason Witten didn't come to Rocky Top. I mean, some of these people they were about. I mean, who was on their wish list? Really?
Yeah. It was funny today on Twitter. I think it's hilarious. Jackpot. There was a guy that was going back and forth with me on Twitter today that was really funny. So I want to read you a couple of these really quick here because it was actually just really, really funny with this Tennessee fan. So you folks that follow the show, you're going to completely laugh at this. Am I looking at the right Twitter feed here? Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong Twitter feed. Anyway, here's the thing with this. These dopes today coming at me with, this is my favorite. This guy telling me that I'm a South Carolina fan. Oh, here we go. Let's make sure we read all of this here. So I tweeted out, why would Josh Heupel leave a great gig at UCF to take a gig at a dumpster fire in Knoxville? I think that's a step down. And he's like, going from the AAC to the SEC is a step down. I said, going to a program facing those sanctions and probably being the 7th choice is definitely a step down. So this guy goes off. I told him that right now I think UT is probably the worst job in the SEC. He goes, no, it's not. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, Vandy and South Carolina are in the SEC, right? How about we make a bet on the South Carolina-Tennessee game next year? Listen, dummy, you don't know what kind of sanctions you're going to have. 23 guys in the damn transfer portal. Next season's going to be a shit show. Let's just calm down for a second. I'm like, I'm not going to bet on on that game. And he goes, because we're going to win. You don't have to bet on it. That's fine. I have Tennessee winning all their non-conference games next year, plus Vandy, South Carolina, and Kentucky. Our offense will be that good. Who the fuck is playing on offense? Who do you have on offense that I, as any team, is supposed to be just absolutely shocked by? Jesus.
Who do we have there? Here, Jarrett Garandudu.
Yeah.
Never mind. He's not there anymore. Hunter Slice says Henry Toto is back. So is Crouch. Where did we hear this from? I've never heard that. I did see where Eric Gray is going to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So there we go.
One other line. I was like, no, I just think UT's not going to be that great. And he goes, when did I say we were? Well, in the tweet before when you said that you had a great offense there, Mr. UT fan, you shouldn't be drinking at 9:30 in the morning, sir. He goes, and what makes you think South Carolina will be great? You talk the most shit about us, but we're still going to beat you by 30 plus points again. Your school is dog water. I'm serious. What he wrote, dog water, Rob. Stop comparing them to ours. We're in such a worse position than you guys, and we'll still win. Motherfucker, you have lost your damn mind tweeting this nonsense.
Tennessee has beaten South Carolina by 30 points since Peyton Manning.
Yeah, well, and I told him, I said, I don't think South Carolina will be that great. I'm not playing, so I'm not sure how they're going to beat me. Are you one of those guys talking about Gruden coming to Knoxville? And he goes, clearly you're not playing, jackass, but that's your team. So I said, my team will whoop your team. End of story. And I was like, that's not my fucking team, you idiot. And this motherfucker thinks I'm you. Oh my God. It's just bad. Follow me on Twitter because I have dummies like that all the time. My Twitter feed sometimes with a lot of fans, and trust me, I know there are decent Tennessee fans out there. It's not like you all think like that, but there's probably at least one from every fan base that at least once or twice a month will come at me with some bullshit.
Where do you find dumber people at? Twitter or Facebook?
Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter. Yeah. I mean,
because they're more younger people on Twitter.
Yeah. It's just my Twitter feed is like the Jerry Springer show of sports fans, man. They literally come at me. I love all of them that think that I'm a Gamecock fan too, by the way. Fucking outstanding. Yep, I'm a Gamecock fan. As Jackpot said, my tank top is black tonight in honor of South Carolina. Fuck out of here. Come at me with something better than that. So crazy.
Hunter Slay said, Kale, are you going to do a Rush's food review? Yes, I have planned to go to Columbia on February 13th to see the Gamecocks play basketball.
Well,
So
I told you to come down here on the 13th. I will pay for your rushes.
Sounds good.
That's a fucking hell of a deal. You get free rushes out of the mix.
Yeah. I will be going to the Gamecocks basketball game that day against Old Piss.
Piss. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see here. Blake wants you to do a review every time you eat out.
No.
No.
Sorry. I can't make that happen for you there, bud.
Jerome says Twitter is banned from his iPhone. Clemson will not fare well and then see, that's something else too. Jesus Christ. Texas A&M fan, bless your heart, but we're never gonna get anyone that can actually physically fucking say that this team will do better in this conference or that conference. It's fucking stupid. Holy shit. Let that shit go. Stop riding conference nuts. Jesus Christ, Jackpot tonight, man. Lots of dumb today. Let's take calls before we get out of here. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. That is the number to call. If you want to join us here tonight as we get you squared away here on the Rob and Kale show. Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe I'm just testy tonight, Jackpot. Let me, I don't have the Clemson game on in front of me. Let's look at this.
They're definitely not going to hit the over on this game.
Well, it was like 14-12 earlier.
It's 22-21 at halftime. Louisville.
Get the fuck out of here. You said
that's a damn football score.
Wow.
That is a football score if I've ever seen one.
The Clemson football team will probably score more points against Louisville than the Clemson basketball team does.
Without question.
Without question.
Talk about the Gamecocks basketball team tonight for just a few minutes.
Sure. What do you got?
Looked pretty good tonight. Keyshawn Bryant, man. What a damn athlete. I mean, hell of a damn ball player. Look good. They look really good on the inside tonight. I was just impressed. Just all the way around. Looked good, especially in the second half, man. Wow.
Yeah, they and I'm not trying to put too much into it because I don't think that Georgia is very good, but on the other hand, give South Carolina credit for what they did. They won by what was it, 89, 83, 59, something like that?
Georgia was coming off a win. I mean, coming off a win over Kentucky. So,
but Kentucky's a shithole, Jackpot. I mean, they're terrible.
Yeah. How strange is it to say that? I mean,
yeah, I know. I mean, and I'm not goofing here. Kentucky's not very fucking good. If I had told you at the beginning of the season that Alabama would be the best team in the SEC, you would have just blamed COVID.
Fucking crack.
Yeah, crack. Oh shit.
Yeah, now they're good at fucking basketball too. Oh, I mean, what the fuck?
Dog says dogs by 4 TDs week 1. Okay, screenshot this. Look, I'll give SEC dog credit. At least he's going after his team here. It's none of this bullshit that I just have the SEC. At least he's just saying, hey, I'm confident in my fucking team. I can buy that. I mean, he's wrong, and it's stupid to say you're going to win by 4 TDs. That will never happen. If you want to place that bet with me, sir, that you win by 28 points over Clemson, email me your info at Rob Sounds Good on Twitter.
There's no way you win by that many points over them. I don't know if you'll score 4 touchdowns. Right, you got to remember, they got a white guy with a neck roll playing linebacker. Woo-woo, so
A white guy with a neck roll.
We're definitely talking top 3 defense in the country next year, without question.
Without question. Oh man, are you taking your son to the game on the 13th? Or are you taking the girlfriend?
Taking the girlfriend. He's working. We don't go to many games together anymore. He's getting too old.
Getting too old
now.
Funny shit. By the way, we will be doing our bracket challenge. You guys make sure you get in on that. So look, and here's the thing with all that. It says y'all keep talking. Venable's son may play at linebacker. Look, that's fine. You're not winning by 28 fucking points. Remember who your coach is. He was too dumb to put JT Daniels on the field until, he had him at 3rd string to start the season.
Oh, he was hurt. He was hurt all the way up until that Mississippi State game, if you ask Georgia fans.
Whatever the hell that is. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. They want to know who we got for the Super Bowl, the Chiefs or the Bucks. We'll have time to look at that.
I don't know. Blake Robinson says, Carolina, are you seeing a possible 6-1 start to the Gamecocks football season? Yeah, it's possible. So is 1-6.
So is 0-7 or 7-0.
It does look that the schedule is pretty backloaded. I will say that.
It is.
We're playing Georgia in September again. I get back to the more traditional type schedule.
Yeah, playing Georgia early. That's a good thing. Why not have that matchup early?
Yeah, get it out of the way.
Bob with a good point here. 4th string before Jamie Newman opted out. We need to highlight that for all you Georgia fans. There you go. That's what your coach does. 4th string. Oh, man. Anyway, well, there's that. Final call for calls this evening. Some of you guys can hit the like button over there. That'd be nice. The like button on the YouTube page would be awesome.
Yeah, doesn't cost you a dime.
Doesn't cost you anything. It's just a simple click. SDC Dog wants me to hype up the Clemson program. I don't really have to. Don't have to.
Well, they hype up themselves. They don't
need any help from me. Fuck. They don't need any help from me.
A white guy with a neck roll and a ukulele throwing the thing around.
I'll tell you what. I almost did it again today talking about ukulele, or was it yesterday? Stop it. Got to stop saying that. So Alan wants people to hit the thumbs down. Alan should massage his scalp with bleach. Thank you for that, Alan.
Blake Robinson says that Beamer works his way up the right way. Heupel was just a beneficiary of Scott Frost. I think there may be something to that. I don't know.
Well, that's a good thing, too. Well, it has been an interesting day with all of that coming out there. Hope maybe by Sunday we'll know who the Gamecocks running back coach is. That could be fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when Mike Bobo bolted, it was like one day later when he hired Marcus Satterfield. Now it took a little bit longer to get the offensive line coach hire in there, but I would think this one's going to be pretty quick. Because we got to get that staff in place. We thought it was in place, and now here we go, looking for somebody again. So hopefully he's got somebody in his little black book that he can whip out and get over to Columbia. I don't know.
Well, if there's an 803 area code that shows up in your text box or your caller ID call, you should probably answer it. He might be calling you. Just saying.
I definitely will. Yeah. I definitely will. Well, it doesn't show up that way. Isn't that he's in there? We've texted before.
Holy shit. Alan says he loves you, but I lie. What do I lie about, sir? Tell me what I lie about. I'd love to hear that. That's fun.
I got blocked today by the Tennessee fan today on Twitter, and all this I did, they were going back. They were talking about their schedule, and the one goof said something about Pitt. They play Pitt. That's one of their non-conference games. Pretty good non-conference game for them to schedule. That's different. But one of them said something about we should at least win 5 games. Where we should still go 6-6. All this delusional bullshit. And I said something about you're not beating Pitt. Sorry. And I don't think they are. I mean,
so since 2010, Tennessee has 6 wins since 2010, 4 times since 2010 in a 10-year stretch. If we go back to 2005, you can add 2 more. So since 2005, they've had 6 seasons, something where they won 6 games. It's not like you're the best thing ever. Stop thinking that you're freaking Alabama.
They've went 5-7 several times. So 4 or 5 years they've went 5-7.
But they're not.
But I just said you're not beating Pitt. Just simple as that. And this one kid he's got this freaking weird this little Reddit thing that fucking creamsicle orange color. His name's like Reddit Vol or something. I don't know. Here's the reply was like, nobody asked you. And I'm like, well, you put it out here on fucking Twitter, so I fucking answered it anyway. And then the next thing I know, he's blocked me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how damn soft are you, Pete? I'm like, what the fuck? How soft are you?
It's funny when someone blocks you because they don't like what you say about their team. That's that. I mean, you have a damn Kendall vajayjay if you block somebody because they say, I think your team is garbage. And you're like, I have to go home and I have to feel bad about that. And I might just, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it'll affect my ability to sleep or have sex with my woman. So I'm just going to block this guy so I don't have to see these negative thoughts. I don't want to see those.
I haven't blocked anybody. I've never blocked anybody on Twitter ever. I haven't. I mean, I think it's just a big fucking playground for
Twitter is people like that.
Yeah. But there's some decent non-conference matchups in the SEC this year. I mean, just eyeballing that schedule there. I mean, you got Auburn's playing at Penn State.
That's pretty good.
That's interesting. I mean, you got Arkansas is playing. Is it Texas? Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arkansas is also playing Rice. That was tough. I was looking at some other ones there. Florida's playing somebody at home.
Look at it and we'll go over
that up there for me and see if Florida. I know Florida's also playing at USF. Florida wouldn't schedule. Florida didn't schedule a home and home with UCF, but they scheduled a road game against South Florida
in Tampa. That's different. The schedule for Florida, they've got Florida Atlantic, South Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, LSU, Georgia, South Carolina, Samford. You big dummy. Every time I hear Samford, I go back to the fucking goddamn you big dummy. Can't even remember what it is anymore.
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. There we go. Mizzou, Florida State. And then they put the SEC championship game on the schedule here on December the 4th. I guess they're going to round up some guys that are going to go and watch Georgia play. I don't know what the fuck that's on their schedule for. Well, Why do you put that on your schedule when your ass knows you ain't going? Fuck is wrong with you?
No, they
Florida
were
fans?
playing. Are they not playing a big time home non-conference game?
Florida State. I mean, I'm not being a jerk off here. I'm just saying Florida State.
No.
Florida Atlantic's at home. No, they don't have it. That's it.
They Florida Atlantic, South Florida. Okay, I don't know what I was looking at there.
Yeah,
never mind. But you were goofing on them. We're not that you were goofing on them. Like, I mean, you had a right to about them not playing. They didn't play. They've been since 1991 since they've played. What is it? A road game against
a road conference game. Yeah, that's how long it's been.
Since 1991, since they played a road non-conference game.
They keep that streak alive this year. They're not.
No, they don't. They're going on the road. They're going. Can you believe that? How cheap and shitty is that? They're traveling like what, 50 miles down fucking I-4.
No, jackpot. I'm talking about outside the state of Florida. They don't leave the state of Florida.
Oh, okay. Because they have played at Miami.
They played at Miami. They played at
Florida State. Yeah, that's okay.
Florida State. I'm talking about leaving the state of Florida, going across state lines and playing a Power 5 team on the road. They just don't do it. They don't have a satchel. That's basically what it boils down to schedule a home and home. Alabama does the same shit too. So they're the same thing when it comes to all that. I mean,
wonder who did they play all those years ago?
I'd have to look it up, to be honest with you.
I think it was Syracuse, maybe.
And he's not joking. He's probably right. Check out, did you look at Mizzou's schedule?
Yeah, they always have a weird.
They're playing Central Michigan at Kentucky, SEMO. I don't know what, I guess that's Southeast Missouri.
Southeastern, yeah.
Boston College. Fuck.
That's interesting.
And then Tennessee at home, and then North Texas at home. And then the schedule picks up. They get Texas A&M, and then they go to Vanderbilt, at Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, and Arkansas. So I think Mizzou could start the season theoretically, probably. I mean, Boston College might be tough, but other than that, that's kind of a shit schedule when you really stop and look at it.
They always play a shitty non-con. Actually scheduling Boston College is that's actually a step up. Boston College was pretty good last year.
Yeah, Jeff Hafley's gonna be pretty good there, I think.
Yeah, they could lose that game. They could lose that one. North Texas might be tough. But yeah.
What? Oh my God.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Exactly. Damn it, Jackpot. You're making me use the dummy button.
I mean, to be fair, South Carolina's non-con schedule is pretty weak this year too. So
yeah.
I mean, aside from the Church of the Upstate in the last game of the season,
man, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard game.
Which one?
East Carolina's gonna be hard as fuck. Them Pirates are gonna be out there doing their thing.
They've given us some problems in the past.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a weird one.
Well, we'll look at the rest of the schedules and see if there's anything out there, and we'll talk about that when we get back together on Sunday. We'll have
when is the ACC going to release their schedule?
Who the fuck knows? They're all the ACC office. All they do is sit around and circle jerk each other, talking about Duke, North Carolina basketball.
They ain't got a whole lot to talk about this year.
Yeah, they're all.
What about Coach K? Did you say anything about that the other night on the show? I can't remember about him being
where he roasted a student reporter. Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be like one of the biggest ambassadors for basketball around the world, and you take a Duke student reporter and you try to make an example out of him on a Zoom meeting. You Count Chocula looking motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? You realize he's a student, right? And he's still trying to fucking learn, right? But you don't have to, make him look stupid in public. I was just ignorant, man.
Yeah.
I wish I would have been on that conference call because I've been around the block a little bit and I would shred his stupid ass. I definitely would have. Fuck that, man. You know what? You don't do that. Shit like that is why a lot of young journalists get out of the damn gig altogether. Some coach treats them wrong or acts stupid with them, and they don't realize that if you're working in a market of any kind, you're probably going to be there longer than the coach is. So be respectful, but don't let him mock you like that. It was just stupid. It's just stupid.
Yeah. Speaking of coaches that often come at reporters with a forked tongue, did you see that Steve Spurrier, that you can get him to do a cameo for you? He's doing cameos now.
By the way, everybody loves Jackpot. Jackpot, I haven't talked to him about this, but I'm thinking we're going to do this, Jackpot. I'll do all the production work behind it. If you want a cameo from Jackpot, him telling you to fuck your team, fuck your friend's team, or, saying nice little things like this.
I'm mad. I'm just a little bit perturbed.
If you want him saying stuff like that to you, hey, what we got here?
I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah, we can do that for you. All of that, we'll do cameos with Jackpot. That's not a joke, because I know there's some people out there that would love to have you motherfuck somebody.
Have you? Yeah, there is. That's, but his cameo was like, they have an advertisement for it or whatever, and he had one that he's this, like, there's this filter coming down. He's sitting in front of all these old helmets for Florida and South Carolina and Duke in the background of him, and all this filter is coming down. It's nothing but hearts or whatever, because for Valentine's Day he says, "Hey guys, it's Steve Spurrier here. A lot of people call me the old ball coach. Valentine's Day is coming up. If you've got a special love in your life, a new love, or maybe an old one, if you'd like me to give them some words of encouragement, tell them how much you love them, well, hit me up here on Cameo." And blah, 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 blah. He's like, "Go Gators, go Duke, and go Gamecocks."
Alan, the 6th Troll Patrol wants a Jackpot cameo. Thank you for the super chat, sir. I don't know. We got to figure out how much Jackpot's going to charge for a cameo. We're not going to do McDonald's Happy Meals $1.99 so you Tennessee fans can jerk off about it, but it's got to be a little more than that. But we'll record some personalized Jackpot cameos. I don't have a problem with that. Blake wants to see your OnlyFans page. You will not see Kale's butthole for $1. That's not going to happen.
Victor P says South Carolina Gamecocks will go 6-6. He has South Carolina. I agree with most of his prediction there. He has South Carolina losing at Tennessee, but winning at home against Auburn. I would probably flip-flop those. That would be more realistic. But I think South Carolina stands a much better chance of beating Tennessee than Auburn this year.
Jackpot, will you cut cameos if I do the production on them? Would you cut cameos for people?
Maybe we have to rehearse it first.
All you got to do is just sit there and I'll read you who they are. Like, you could literally say, here, I'll do the demo for you. This is for Hello, Alan, V5, V Troll Patrol, $5 man. This is Carolina Jackpot. You want me to tell you that your team sucks? Your team sucks. Thank you. And then we collect.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
I don't know if anybody's ever seen him before, but there's a guy over here on YouTube. His name's EDP 445. It's a big, huge black dude, man. I'm telling you, this dude weighs like 500 pounds. I'm legit not. I'm not shitting you. EDP 445 stands for Eat That Pussy 445. And I don't know if they all know who he is. I'm sure dude's got like 2 million subscribers. And he'll get on here and just go live on YouTube, and he'll easily have like 3,000 or 4,000 people watching. Yeah, Eagles fan. Victor knows who he is. But he'll have like 3,000 or 4,000 people, those shit, sending him super chats like ding, 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 ding. I mean, this thing is like a huge change machine going up, and people will send him a super chat there for like $15 and say, hey, can you roast my friend Jose? He eats his boogers or something. He'll just come up with something off the cup like, hey, Jose, you nasty ass motherfucker. Quit eating your fucking boogers, dog. That's fucking nasty as shit, dog.
That's what we'll do. If you want,
he also uses some language I can't use on here either, but yeah.
If you want one of us to roast you or your friend, look, we can even do it like this, where it's just, if you want just Jackpot, there you go. All Jackpot by himself, and literally you drop us a super chat and tell Jackpot, hey, tell my girlfriend she's a whore. Go ahead, do it. And then Jackpot will do it. We'll monkey dance for you. It doesn't matter. We can do that. It
says that Roll My MF and Tide says EDP goes live while taking a shit. He does.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you got to go check that one out.
Damn it. I don't know if I want to watch that or not. Wow. Let me pivot so we can get out of this before we start talking about that again. Anyway, if you want us to do that, we'll do that. There you go. You can have it for you right there. So there's that. One last thing, Jackpot. I've got an intern working for me at my Fox Sports show. He likes wrestling, okay? But now bear in mind, he's 17 years old.
Okay.
He was born in like 2003, 4 or whatever. Okay.
Okay. That's,
So he's never seen WrestleMania 3.
Oh, okay.
So for homework, I had him go home and watch WrestleMania 3. And I just want his raw reaction from it. Now, remember WrestleMania 3, Andre the Giant, Randy Savage, Ricky the Dragon.
Ricky Steamboat.
Right.
That was the British Bulldogs versus the Rougeau brothers. I think.
Right.
I know the British Bulldogs. Excuse me. I think they actually wrestled the Dream Team of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah. So
the King Harley Race was also in that one, wrestling the Junkyard Dog.
Anyway, there's also
Hercules was also in that one, wrestling Billy Jack Haynes, the master of the Full Nelson.
But do you remember also there was a match with midgets where King
Kong, it was
King
Kong Bundy, the little Tokyo and the little Lord Lilbrook versus the Hillbilly Jim with the little beaver, the little Haiti guy. And King Kong Bundy, when it was over with, he body slammed the damn little Indian.
Yeah, he body slammed the midget, which is funny. So anyway, we're going to get his reaction from that on Friday because he's never watched it, and he's going to see this and being like, how did this shit get on TV? And it's like, it's going to be funny. Sam the Seed says he'll pay us $10 if you say go Gators. Once you
go Gators.
Damn it, you were supposed to wait until he sent the $10. Now he just used you like a whore.
Fuck.
What's wrong with you?
You better do it.
Wait until he pays, jerk off. Sam the Seed says he's supposed to send you $10 if you say go Gators, but we're going to give him.
I'll send it again. Send it and I'll do it again.
Yeah. You have 45 seconds. If not, then we're just going to shun you the next time you come on the show.
You don't know what Gators I'm talking about. I could have been talking about the Beaufort Gators.
How about the River Bluff Gators down here in the Midlands area?
Yeah, that's who I was thinking about. Never mind.
There you go.
Beaufort, something else. I don't remember what Beaufort is. Something.
All right. Well, there you go with that. Anyway, that's going to be fun to get his reaction to that because he says he's never seen a Hulk Hogan match. Now, for you and us, that's like, are you fucking kidding me? But the reality is that he's too young. Shit, he didn't have Hulk Hogan growing up. So, anyway, that's gonna be fun. We're gonna do that on Friday.
Have you heard the today's? Look, see, he's a man of his word. Go Gators! Go effing Gators! Today's episode of What Happened When?
I have from Tony Schiavone. I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah, they're watching 1986 every week this year. They're visiting one of the TBS show from this corresponding week in 1986 and doing live watch-alongs, and they're discussing it. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, well, that should be kind of cool. But
there was Arn Anderson was on there. They'll whatever they call it, track it or whatever when they want to actually play the interview, and you can hear it on the podcast. And apparently, I remember this angle too because Dusty Rhodes had broken Ole Anderson's leg, and he was wearing a steel-toed boot that he was having to wear when he got his ankle broken. And Arn Anderson had petitioned to the office to get the ankle boot removed because he didn't need to wear it anymore. And they ruled in his favor, so he had to take the ankle boot off. So it was like a steel-toed boot that he could wear to wrestle in. And Arn was talking about, he said, now we just evened up the playing field. Now you're not allowed to walk around with that 10-pound ball peen hammer on the end of your foot anymore, Dusty Rhodes.
To humor Blake Robinson, he says he'll send 99 cents. All right, I will say this one. Go Mississippi State Bulldogs. There you go. We're equal opportunity whores around here. Anyway, but yeah, that's great. And you remember the whole thing with I broke what's his name's leg? Remember that? What was it? I broke
Wahoo's leg.
I broke Wahoo's leg. I had a shirt made that says I broke Kale's leg.
I mean, I knew about the angle about that happening. I mean, I was a little bit too young when that was back in like 1977 or something, man. I was like shitting in my diapers back then. But watching no wrestling. That's for damn sure.
That's some fun stuff there, but it'll be fun to see how this young guy who never really seen that really gets into the mix with it. And, I when I told him, I was like, yeah, I use the term little people with him. Like, there's little people that are wrestling big, huge guys. He's like, there's no way that happened. I was like, yeah. And look at Blake giving us the 99 cent. There you go, Blake. Thanks for that.
And a peach too. Thank you for the produce. I appreciate it.
A peach? That's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna be back at it on Sunday evening. Appreciate all of you guys.
Sam Steed said his favorite was Slapnuts. Oh, he was a douche.
Jackpot. I'm not joking about this. I want to do a watch along one night where we do like the Royal Rumble, like one of the old Royal Rumbles. Have that going and do like the reaction for that. I think that'd be fun. The new stuff sucks ass, but
yeah, it does. I mean,
I would like to watch the one. Which one is it that there's one that's really good. The one that I can't remember which one it was. The one where Shawn Michaels flies out of the ring and his feet almost touch the ground but don't.
Yeah, that was 1995, I do believe.
Yeah, that was a great one.
He got clotheslined out by the British Bulldog, and he thought he won. They started playing this music and everything, and then Shawn Michaels super kicked him in the back of the head, but he didn't touch. It's like it almost did, like it came that close.
Yeah.
There was one year where Bret Hart and Lex Luger went over at the same time, and they both touched simultaneously, I think. And something weird like that happened with John Cena one time too.
Yeah, that's the one where Vince McMahon's running down there and blew out both of his quads.
Yeah, the best Royal Rumble was had to have been the one where Stone Cold got eliminated by Bret Hart, and like there was like 4 people left, and the referee had gotten knocked out something, and he didn't see him or whatever. He didn't see him get eliminated was what it was, and Stone Cold snuck back in and dumped everybody out, and he won the thing. Either that, or it was either that or the next year, and it was down to him and The Rock were the last 2 in the Rumble, and he just kind of that was when Rock was a heel and was in the Nation of Domination, and he just kind of just gave him the double middle fingers, stunned him, and threw his ass over the top rope. That was pretty good.
All right, well, we'll get into that later on. It's been a good show. We'll see you guys on Sunday.